Oh yeah,
for a
yeah.
fair
You can even probably bring in RDO and get a couple fights here.
Yeah. But that's a huge if though. Can you win early with your lane?
I think you do gotta. I mean, you got a mid lane with a lot of shit. I didn't even see dyrachyo there. Actually, to me, he was the courier, and Duster is going to drop for first blood. He's
I can take care
hero.
of it.
Down he goes. Going straight for what looked like to be the over corrosion as well for dyrachyo. Like to see that.
The Winter Wyvern, unfortunately, is just also very like it's harass and stuff, but your lane is just not that powerful.
No, you're right.
Splinter Blast and you Arctic Burn a bit, and that's all you can do.
It's just damage. There's no save potential there. They might need one for the Monkey King, as it looks like he might drop. No, TSA is actually go down first. Sexyfat will be able to claim a kill in revenge. However, it's a 2-for-1 before the horn, or just after the horn anyway. Winstrike those for.
That's pretty good. For bait, I'm about to say. The kill on the Tower Shaman, I don't think is that relevant once you've already blood, but the kill on the Monkey King at least evens things out a bit, you know, the kill to the Pango. That lane from Pango Monkey King shouldn't be too difficult to Pango. It depends a bit on how lucky you are with luck shots, right? And when you get them, but for the most part, I think it's fine. And the Pango, like I said, is like there's so much relying on Sexyfat right now. I feel like he has to do a lot. Not necessarily.
And that's what they have to use.
You're right about that, actually. You're right. The point to be made here would be that, like, even without, like, once your space in the map starts to go away and DP can't.
The AWP.
Okay,
he just nuked them.
He did nuke him, the AWP.
Dude, what calls it that in CS?
I know, it's a lot of damage at once. That's what the nuke is. People need to learn from superior esports.
Oh, goodness gracious me. Shout out to all the ESL HQ staff who are not only running this league, an upper division league, but also one of the most premier CSGO events of all time right now, completely online. I am Katowice on Poland. Unfortunately, that's not going to be in the Spodok Arena again. It's kind of crazy, you know, if you allow me to be just, you know, reflective of the past year. 1 year ago was really when all this COVID stuff started going down, because that's when they had to cancel that event last minute. So,
yeah,
real tough. But esports persists. Good to see. And we're going to be keeping on here. As well as CSGO with those AWPs. TSA are doing a good job here cutting lanes, making sure you can get a little bit of experience before it's in a little 1v1 spar. dyrachyo is going to be able to pretty easily zone out Sexyfat. Doesn't quite have this over venom that it can need to do so incredibly effective, but it's not too easy to go anywhere. Relying on Sexyfat to really mess up with the swashbuckle to try and get a kill there. So dyrachyo's just going to try and farm.
The only difficulty though is, of course, a Sexyfat, you go, well, I can't farm because I can't use swashbuckle to farm because it's dead. And it makes your lane a bit more difficult. Shaman is not a great hero to play from a defense standpoint. He's great as in like, oh, I have kill potential. But with Pango, for example, he brings very little damage to the shackles, right?
Yeah.
And then that's all you can do.
I would say his utility this game is if Sexyfat makes a mistake, TSA, he's going to have to tank it and just shackle or hex and then die instead of Sexyfat. That's the utility that the Shaman brings you in this lane. As well as you said, the potential kill threat versus a Monkey King and an Oracle. I don't know how likely that is, especially because, of course, they can dispel the lucky shot pretty easily. That's all you can actually do right now with this lane. You get level 6. They might even go aggressively for TSA now. dyrachyo's got the Boundless Strike, and he's going to have the lockdown and the damage. Might even get here onto Sexyfat. Careful there. You can see just how aggressively they are. dyrachyo, he knows this laning match. If there's no swashbuckle, he's good to go.
This is a great game for Erosion here on Monkey King. It's a tough lane for Pango to farm in, and it's just going to be a lane where he might not die, but it's just subsistent trying not to give too much farm to the bottom lane. RDO is not going to have the easiest time against Mars, as Monkey King is having, so Mars will be even more relevant hero. And here, ironically, the hero has to make the difference in the mid lane. He doesn't have to win this match necessarily, but has to create space as soon as possible. Up top, they lose Sexyfat, they might lose TSA as well, they don't have to stun.
They had to use the Boundless Strike for the kill on the Sexyfat. He dies again with the swashbuckle. It's really that easy, to be honest, in the top lane. No swashbuckle equals no life, essentially, versus the Monkey King.
And the DP mid here, what we have to do is either, once the puck starts rotating, take the mid tower early and start to really the presence. While start to rotate early with the DP, bottom or top, I don't really care. Try to get a kill with the Exo and then take a tower as well. But you need to have a huge...
They're not killing us.
Because your lanes are not going as you expected. Well, lanes are going exactly as we expected, but I guess North Bay thought this was a weak here or something.
Yeah. Well, going to be able to snag that regeneration rune. Duster, not too great at rotating and contesting bounties, to be honest. Wyvern is very stationary in terms of its laning setup, but it doesn't really do well rotating around or any of that garbage. Nice play by Yamich as well. He's going to be, oh, you wanted to pull and reestablish equilibrium? I don't think so. Have fun farming under your tower, chshrct, which he doesn't mind, of course, especially with the Quelling Blade and God's Rebuke.
No, he's one of the better heroes.
He still got it, actually.
Okay, that's pretty good pull. Hold on. No, let's get a double on the pull for both.
And the Hellbear session's alright, we're right here. We've got no interest in this quarrel.
We are no longer part of this fight.
They're gonna just drink a little bit more tea or whatever.
Water?
You know, in America, what you always get with tomato soup? The grilled cheese. I don't know why.
Yeah, I know that.
I do not like tomato soup, however.
Dire's middle tower is
It's a
under
little
attack.
bland for my taste.
American tomato.
It is. We like our tomatoes quite a bit, don't we?
Well, you like your tomato sweet?
Tell you. We just like everything sweet, don't we? TS is looking to be gank mid. Oh, okay. Maybe now with the Luxury Orb out, they're actually going to be able to catch him. Dendi's going to pop the Exo here. Will they have the damage? No level in the Hex. Yep, it was a level 2 Shackles, and that'll give them the kill.
Okay, well, worth it, I guess, to the Shackles. Not guaranteed the damage from Dendi more than anything. And now with the Exo, you can actually take the tower using the catapult. Not bad. Yeah, go for second Shackles. It's a bit dangerous, TSA. Dendi, the ghosts take a while to chase after. Yeah, exactly. So as it got the kill on Oracle, TSA is now in trouble. He starts coming to join them. They do have Splinter Blast, but I don't think that's going to help TSA too much. What are these ghosts, by the way?
No, I saw Dendi had these before, and they kind of just look like a sprite from Doom 1.
It does.
Don't
it's like
they?
a scarecrow.
Yeah.
With like the face. You know,
That's just how long Dendi's playing Dota. He pulls out these cosmetics. You're like, what is this? What is this from? TSA is in trouble here. They're going to have already a point here early on in the Cold Embrace. The coil here still silenced and leashed up. It is going to be the Shaman. Doesn't get a single spell off there, unfortunately, besides the Hex. Duster, I don't think he's going to live here underneath this 2 towers. The Arctic Burn, and he'll be able to turn and assist Dendi there on the kill on the Oracle. Before he goes down. Messy engagement mid lane, but it's important, of course, for Winstrike to be defending this from the first Exo. And then still get a little bit of damage on the tier well.
I think that the bait line up here good at middle lane, right? By rotating the sports properly, but once Winstrike's rotated, obviously this lineup is
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So it was the best out of a bad situation. You put a lot of pressure into the tower as well. I think it was a good rotation. I don't think it's that big a deal. Because you already killed a puck to begin with, which is only you. But of course, every single time you do that, you weaken the side lanes even further, and the side lanes matter, right? Pangolier is completely out of this game right now. Terrorblade is... And then he needs to start creating space by taking towers. And unfortunately, you did not take that tower, which means that you have no extra space in the side lanes, yet you still sack them with these support rotation. So now it's in for a penny, in for a pound. You've already sacked your side lanes. You might as well keep your supports here and try to take them.
Yeah, I mean, if that abides you the information that you see, I mean, right now, of course, with Ward getting the tower, especially they know where Pantomem is. TS is actually going to continue running them down, and we'll let them know that there's a ward somewhere behind the tower. But they've also got a ward here in the jungle to be able to notice whenever the Monkey King is going to go and start jungling. And speaking of strike, they're going to make a movement here through the enemy jungle. Duster's here, ready to tank this rotation out from chshrct. Arctic Burn utilized, and there it goes outside of the arena. But they will commit the coil here. They really want this kill on a Duster. They're going to have to work it, though. Full brace used. Already 2 ultis down, and Duster's still alive. The stun is going to connect onto Dendi here, as TSA will be rooted up, and everyone here on the side of Winstrike able to freely escape.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's a pretty good bait where they keep forcing these fights middle, and they rotate the Pango as well. And the only person that can take it this far is Monkey Kings and TV, but rather TV take this far. So I don't think it's too bad, especially if the Exo still taking the tower. TSA actually hiding in the backlines, hexes someone, but we've misread that TSA could be in trouble right now. If the Oracle finds him, yeah, there we go. We don't have Fortune's End, we have Purifying Flames alone. TSA dancing his way towards safety, hopefully, but I don't think it's going to happen. The Winter Wife Pango is cut high. Swashbuckle first. The Rolling Thunder's available, but it's too late. No point in using Rolling Thunder there. And in fact, now he's in trouble. Sexyfat should have just run away. Should have held the Shaman. Once it's full of that position, he should have just...
Yeah, you kind of got drawn into the old Save Your Buddy syndrome there, unfortunately, which is really going to help or do much to help the chances here of bait in this early game. This is, like, you can kind of see that bait, they're looking to make plays happen, and they are making a couple of mistakes here and there, but they got their head in the right place, I will say, right? They know that they kind of have to make space for RDO, who finally is at least up to level 7, so with these Conjure Images, he is going to be able to farm a little bit faster now, and just continue to do RDO things. So we'll watch his farm begin to try and take off here a little bit. He's already got more than Cheshire Cat at the least, but Sexyfat and Cheshire Cat making quite a big difference here already.
We've seen Monkey King's item first, or just a conversion. He's going for Maelstrom, it seems.
Yeah, he's probably got the Mithril Hammer on the way.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So he's not bad off. So until he gets Maelstrom, the should be farming a bit faster than Monkey King. But this is the time where bait should be trying to create the most space, right? And now there's a going up on top.
My visions have
Shadow Shaman. Dyrachyo is also trying to play a bit more aggressively, and of course they want to go into the triangle to try to fight the TV. Bait doesn't really have many ways of stopping them, right? And right now, Bait is just kind of lucky that Winstrike has been playing 2 bait rhythm, and then trying to fight the TP, and all go mid and everything. Once Winstrike hits their power peaks, usually the Monkey King, Mars with his first item, either Yules or Blink Dagger, and Puck probably getting his Witchblade. Once you get those items, then you are going to start looking for kills, and it have to come down to Bait's ingenuity to see what they can do.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I'd have to stop dyrachyo here. He's going to chip Sexyfat. Nice Hex, though. TSA hiding in the trees. Yamich ready to turn. First round, pretty effective there at stopping him.
Okay, they actually looked at this fight, right? Rabel, target, fair amount of damage. Swashbuckle as well, that's a lot of damage.
There's level 6 now for Oracle, those.
They dropped the snakes a bit too early for this fight. They want to fight around the snakes so they can't. The Tango's not in a bad position. He has Swashbuckle though, to at least get away for now. No lucky shot, but he's going to be fine. Had to drop the snakes a bit closer to the tower, maybe that would have been an easier fight. But RDO instead is trying to create space mid. That's the right play. However, he can't create space for too long. You're still kind of weak. He just has to leave the illusion behind as they try to push the tower a bit. Not bad. At least you're making Win dizzy. You know, you're forcing them from lane to lane. They're not really doing anything in either of the lanes.
Yeah, RDO's not too miffed about that. He goes, all right, you're going to defend this. That's fine. I'll just go jungle with this a little bit faster now. Got his Yasha, power treads. We might see them now make a push in the mid lane here, and now that they know there's no Exo, there's going to be no Metamorphosis. Rolling Thunder is coming off cooldown, but definitely no Serpent Words up. And I think Winstrike, they recognize this and might just look for a fight mid lane, or just the tower. I don't think Bait would defend this. They don't have it. They can't.
Yeah, they don't have Exo, they don't have Metamorphosis, right? So what do you do to defend? Yeah, you glyph, and you will hopefully take top, right? You put as much pressure as possible, where only Yamich is here. But it's only Pango. TP's gonna take this to farm, Dendi's doing nothing but farming as well. So it's gonna be a really bad trade here. Now you start to lose space in the map. And once you start to lose space in the map because you lost mid and bottom, your jungle becomes enemy's jungle. You just invade your jungle. You still haven't taken your tier 1, so well they're tier 1, sorry. So that means that you can't realistically farm their jungle either. And now this is where Winstrike should be able to impose team fights, and you don't get to decide these things. It's not your tempo anymore.
If you're Bait, right?
If you're it's not your tempo anymore, it's Winstrike's tempo completely. And we should see their lineup kind of pop off, especially because they're also hitting item. Witchblade on Puck should be done. Maelstrom.
It is about done.
There we go.
Maelstrom
also
should be
just
about
finished.
done.
Yeah.
Indeed. And then first item Blink, I think, is when they're going to call. Because, yeah, you got a lot of damage now on your cores, but we need the catch to really tie it all together. Right, especially because without the Blink on Puck, you've got the damage, but catch is a little bit less viable. Especially because it involves you one illusory orb him, which can be a one-way the early game for Pucks.
No, you're totally right. The Bait lineup right now can still counter initiate with Winter's Curse and with Rolling Thunder. Can't get too cocky about that. And okay, this is a good dropping us. Honestly, you just need to protect them desperately, so desperately. So try to do your best to take this easier objective with tier 1 top. Mid is too tall in order. You need extra level 2 for the team fight as well.
So you do. Dendi's getting close there. He's getting close. Level 10 though, not close enough.
Thanks for not good enough. Yamich has pretty good BAT.
They're afraid to contest. They don't know what's behind. But now they should go for it. Dendi will rotate over. Quick Hex into the shackles. That'll be a kill. And even dropping a tip on the Yamich. All right.
Oh, the smoke as well there. So very good rotation. Because the reason why Yamich was playing so aggressively is that he had a ward into jungle or jungle there, and so he didn't see anyone. He didn't expect the smoke. That was a good play. Surprised them. And no need to waste the exorcism, which means you can fight now. You still have Rolling Thunder.
Dyer's top
Yeah,
tower is
you
under attack.
even have meta up. You do actually in a couple more seconds. No, it's ready. That's conjure image I'm looking at.
Duster's doing a bit of de-warding here.
Yeah, this is
But
good
he lost
stuff.
his own ward as well.
Uh-oh.
Okay, the Shaman here. Rolling Thunder needs to be used immediately. There we go. Rena blood. The use, which means you can't really fight this. Can't fight this. Don't get it.
It's just both supports though. They're not too miffed about this right now for Bait, especially if they can get out with Sexyfat, and with no Dream Coil, it should be pretty easy. I say that though.
They're just rolling
Down the strike. He doesn't want to use it. Can he get away? Now he's gonna have to, as he will be able to run over Dyrachyo once. He's gonna hit an ancient dragon on the way out. Respect your elders. That says no, and he's gonna be able to run all the way back home. So not too bad. Dream Coil and Arena again for both supports. But oh, and Exo. Actually, they did use Exo there. Level 1 at level 11.
I don't know if
Under
you
attack.
saw it in the beginning of the team fight when you put the roll. Benny doesn't seem to. Oh, okay. Now the Gil's been trying to step out. But he's gonna have a secure kill on bar. Let's try. The meta. It's gonna work.
Dyer's top
Good
tower
damage.
is under
Duster,
attack.
do not go to the high ground right now. There's a tower nearby. They're definitely TPing to it. But that play was just weird by Bait. It seems like they wanted to fight that first, and then they want to fight that, commit the extra sword. The team play wanted to fight from low ground to high ground. It wasn't even your space to fight, right? Not the best of plays, and I do feel like Sexyfat right now, he's playing really on edge with that Rolling Thunder. Just use it to escape. It's not that long a cooldown. You don't want to risk getting killed. Like, you don't have it for the next team. And you use it at the very end of the last team fight.
Yep.
Just use it.
I will say, I think they were looking to try, because they got a good ward up, and now it's de-warded, of course. They got a wall.
We do have Sunder available still on TV though. He has great pull. Middle bomb, there's a Rolling Thunder available. Like I said, for the middle, Winstrike Team Players not the best of initiations. The pin for RDO to the wall. They killed the Dyrachyo though, which means it lacks damage. We need a blood back from RDO. Doesn't use it. Cold and breaks his life from the Bedlam. So the damage is good enough. The puck kills him with a waiting grip instead. All of Bait is trying to avenge their dead TP, and they're going for chshrct last. chshrct trying to get the kill on Duster. chshrct gets the kill with God's Rebuke, and even impales Pango. They were not fighting with because he wasn't ready with Exorcism, and this is going to cost them a team fight, because that team fight is going slightly the way of Winstrike because of that Terrorblade kill.
Yeah, most definitely. They do get the puck though, so they get 2 cores right now. They also got TB, but yeah, RDO using Sunder early on in the fight means he didn't have it a little bit late, obviously having a very long cooldown. Remember that patch when Sunder
He
had
did
like
use it early in the fight.
He did, yeah, it's on cooldown. Right, so he got it off. Oh no, you're good. But yeah, so he used it early on in the fight when he was looking to engage, and they got a quick pick. Not too bad out from Bait, especially considering they fight without Exo. Next fight they can take here, probably as soon as we have Winter's Curse and Rolling Thunder just about ready again. But really meta, in 30 seconds, you've got level 2 Exo now. Now you can actually, I think, really take a fight to Wish. I think this is maybe a couple of minutes, maybe up until like 22 minutes, where Bait are actually quite strong, but not without these cooldowns. So Winstrike, if they can snipe a fight right now, I think they'll be pretty pleased with the outcome.
As long as I can take a fight right now on that is semi-equal for Bait, right? All of this is a space. Oh, now matching up. Who cares? You're in a position right. In fact, DP is actually matching the puck as well. She hasn't fallen behind, which is a big deal here. DP the secondary lead.
Yeah, they kind of feel the same way, though. They also want to be looking for a fight.
Yeah, for them it's because the window opportunities. Now with extra available level 2, team fights are a bit easier to Winstrike. Actually, Martin is trying this fight. He's not as tanky as he's going to get from behind. You need to actually commit to this. Rolling Thunder. Okay, it almost hit 3, doesn't work out. It seems like they don't want to fight it, just want to
yeah, they weren't sure where everyone else was, and finding the Oracle here was probably a little bit of a weird move. Unfortunately, Duster caught without Dark Willow, means he can actually escape the arena. Drops the Winter's Curse in the river, that'll freeze Mars. A little bit of a weird animation. Not for long though, he's in the back line. CIS is going to be going down to the Bedlam as well, jumping in with the DD Ruin Witchblade damage for the kill.
Very good double play. What happens there is that he Splinter Blast away, though the Pango already killed the Swashbuckle, right? And by Splinter Blasting their wave, he actually aggroed one of the creeps, which gave vision of Duster at the time, which allowed for that perfect arena, and also put Duster in a defensive to the why he did that is beyond me. He just let the Pango cut the wave.
Oh, Dendi's lucky to escape there with his life. No, I agree.
I don't know if Duster doesn't think that if you hit the one creep that gets Splinter Blasted, aggro, that's how it works.
Yeah, and then he uses
Radiant's
Winter's
bottom
Curse at the
tower
end, which
is
means they don't
under
have it for
attack.
another fight. Off cooldown for 40. Everything else is going to be ready to go for bait. They want to fight again. 15 seconds till this arena's back up. Okay, we'll see. Again, this window is starting to close, especially when we get this BKB up, which is now. Decide if so they might have a very rude awakening. Of course, Winter's Curse is great at just holding down a core through the long duration BKBs. That can buy you a little bit of time. But that requires Duster, I mean, frankly, not to be dead, right? Yeah, I mean, it sounds stupid here against a Pog and Monkey. Some heroes that can jump your backlines fairly easily. That's of course easier, especially now that we have the blink here table.
He's been playing like
Radiant are
Winter Wyvern.
scanning.
So
Well, Spartan, you know, he's going to be a hero in Dota 2 pretty soon.
I'm
right?
hoping so. I'm hoping really. But yeah, it's just been a really aggressive Winter Wyvern. I feel like it's not the game to play her as aggressively, especially not now. Or you need the counter initiation to be.
Smoke broke.
Yeah, so they know that someone's in the height, an RDO, someone's taking this, there's one thunder, someone's taking RDO, there's a Winter Curse. Immediately, that's the BKB still available, they gotta keep him stunned. Nope, not gonna work out. There's at the arena, one vote, he's getting cancelled with the rolling thunder, not bad, and he's still alive, and it's like level 2, damage is too high, Winter, Cold Embrace is save him, but the damage from Rabel will finish off Dendi. In the backline, they also are chasing out RDO, as the supports of the Pango finish off the Willow, and RDO still looking for potential fight. Does he have meta available? He does. Doesn't want to use it just yet. The Trickle gets used to the Pango. The Thunder to try to save him. RDO realizing he just needs to leave his teammate to die. And Winstrike will take another good engagement for them. Again, that Winter's Curse a bit too early. Stop pressing the trigger so early. That'd be completely cancel them.
Yeah, dude. And TSA had a pretty good jump there. He got a perfect opportunity to lock down the puck, and he forced the Oracle to use the False Promise. Get this, to dispel puck from shackles.
Yeah.
That already sounds like a great fight, doesn't it? Right?
Oh wait, there's a fight going on right now.
Oh, maybe there is.
Oh, 5-inch.
Still has meta.
Does still have meta, does want to commit. I believe, unless he's coming super fast. Okay. Yo's? What do you do? Okay, this is just to guarantee the kill. I mean, I think at that point, the kill is guaranteed.
Oh, they can turn it around. They don't have Exo.
Yeah, that's true. That's
So this is basically a full duration meta. Yeah.
it's good. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Well, Duster's hiding in the this time. He wants to counter fish. He probably did see him.
Yeah. No, unfortunately, if you're not in Viz. Well, I mean, you are, but not really because of the things. Essentially, but the have caught people here yet again. Do we have the shackles? Indeed.
The word you're looking for.
They see, and they also see Pantomem. Definitely goes. 3 heroes, just bad as bait. They fight perfectly. I mean, Duster is kind of playing like us as Spartan is. That's definitely a Spartan move. All right, guys.
Especially the used to break smoke is actually on the right side, not there. So if you break smoke like there's no point in breaking smokes. They see. That's why the thing to break smokes is like. Like over here behind. That's where you break.
Well, either way, we get paid early ages here. And, I'm pretty happy with that engagement. Actually, probably one of the better fights that Bait has taken this game. I mean, honestly, they only lost Duster, but again, it's like I'm watching Brayton here.
Yeah, my favorite fights are all where
well,
great.
Yeah.
That's what they just did. It wasn't calling it a fight.
I think. Wait, are they gonna go Roche? They must, right? They use meta, so they have to get something out of it. What?
Guys, suicide!
They're actually. Oh wait, it's a free Wyvern. Let's kill the Wyvern. Oh god, we're dead. You know, it's just it happened that quickly. But now all of a sudden we're looking at a pretty farm TB. He's not got the Eye of Scani. He's got the SMY. He should have joined for BKB. I agree. I think he's almost ready to go toe to toe here versus the King. I think what you really want is for Monkey King Curse or for this BKB to be 7-6-5. Because then his team can help him out a lot more.
Particularly the Pango, who's been doing God's work.
He has. Terrorize here is going to get Duster, canceling his TP. It goes on cooldown anyway. Feds will come, and he will eventually go down. Quite a tanky hero, this Wyvern. Tough to kill.
That's one of his more justifiable hits, actually. Actually. Now they use the for the
level 2 snakes as well.
Yeah, Mars is quite low. Oh, nice. That's not the play. Mars is quite low on XP hero.
Can these snakes can't reach the tier 1? Why is he making them attack Cheshire Cat?
Okay, you can't just you know how bulwark works?
Oh yeah, it looks like his arena as well.
Well, no, not necessarily. Actually, only projectiles will go towards his.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They are attacking the tower, but only
Made sense. I was like, why?
And since you have really low attack speed, you would take the wards sometimes. That's the.
Huh? A good tower. I think TSA is playing a fantastic game here as well, to be honest. Duster is having a bit of a tougher game, 1-8-6, but I think he's making the right moves, generally speaking, or at least he's setting his team up for success. What else you could really be hoping to do? And this hero, not really in the limelight too much.
No, once the game progresses and you have a much better team fight disruptions, right? I think
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah.
because right now it's too
under
easy to
attack.
catch shackles. The Oracle just waits and goes, well, I guess I'll false farmers the shackles.
Yeah.
Whereas maybe you should consider bait, like the Pango, sorry. Because this false farmers doesn't wait. Similar with Shaman, like once he gets Blink Dagger, he should be.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Much like the Nyx, you know, Wyvern, one of these heroes that is general a counter to heroes or play styles, right? And so we don't see too much of her. Usually you see a ton of Wyvern, like Void, faces in the meta.
Yeah, it's true. It's a hero for like big fights, you know, and when you should not the real case here. You have a combo, he has with Mars, this is a good kill, honestly. Oracle's too valuable if they can get the kill there.
Yeah, they're gonna get that one. RDO is showing up all those nice, pretty stats he has. They even look for a tier 2.
You should force it, you still have X, so
Oh, hold on.
Big a deal with.
Yeah.
Can he silence it though? Hex him. Okay, silence not gonna get shackle. Hey, Aaron's gonna be up. Oh, the beast is good on Dyrachyo. In trouble as well. He's trying to fight Duster, but Duster with closest race. We'll save him for now. As RDO activates the essence ring, he might not have enough HP. He's just gonna lose his first life there for free to Dyrachyo. There's the extra possibly here. They want to fight this. They still have Sunder, but they need a blood back for the Terrorblade. Actually push him out the arena. I don't know how that happened. And they lose Sexyfat in the back line. He's still alive, protecting them with the exorcism, but not the only enough damage. Duster will die a second time. It's off Yamich though, and with the shackles, they're trying to do something with the Mars, as RDO just cannot be as strong as Dyrachyo. Right now, the Monkey King is just much more powerful. You still have Sunder, and you fuck the user with Dyrachyo. This might be what gets you the kill. Dyrachyo cannot outrun the exorcism. Sunder just baiting him out the whole time, and now going for the kill on Mars as well. You lack the damage, and he no longer has Exo, and you decide it's better to just retreat before they surprise you with some buyback or whatever.
They actually did have to buy back in that fight. I believe they bought back Duster and Pantomem. I think maybe Sexyfat ended a bit surprised by the latter, as he ended up kind of getting kited around to the secret shop by the Monkey King. And then Pantomem, of course, TP into the tier 2 tower, is able to hit him with a false promise, plenty of heals, even still has a couple of heals in his inventory, and there's no way you're going to be able to out-damage that. That's 1,000 heal, which is going to be basically guaranteed. Good fight by Winstrike. I think maybe the Axe catches them a little bit off guard here, because of course when you fight in a stationary location like that, it's going to be leading yourself to a victory. Rabel taking a very costly death at the start of that one. Right? Duster with a great catch on the winner's curse.
Oh, no way. Lucky Shot saved his life. That's crazy. Well, that's you play as Tango, right? When someone is hitting you too hard, you just keep hitting him, and you hope for a lucky shot.
And he got it. Got it. Was hoping, of course, for a lucky shot against the Monkey King in the middle to save RDO's first life. Go be Sexyfat on. He tried his best, but there wasn't much else
You
he
just
could
need
do.
to curse to cancel that. Need to stop using it. Just use it.
I think it was good on the puck, because I mean, it was the.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, okay. The puck was a good winter curse. I do still find the Monkey King too.
Are scanning.
I feel like the Hex should be the one puck. In the middle of Wukong's command, fine. You just leave. And you force him to leave his circle, fight you in your territory. Yeah, BKB and RDO as well.
Yeah, I did like a lot. Pardon me, I like a lot from Bait there, how they quickly reorganized in the 3-second downstem they had when you go respawning. Because you can tell, like, Dendi from the logo was like, alright, we're gonna fight this, right? You ready, guys? Let's go and pop the Exo to maximize the efficiency.
You should have popped the Exo a bit earlier, to be honest, there. Late Exo. Because the Monkey King just kind of got a free. But fair enough.
Yeah, I think they were maybe scared of the Oracle ulti, right? Because with Oracle ulti still up, it's really deceptive. Because obviously, with the Ghost, you want to get right in the face of the Monkey King people. But I thought chshrct be getting engaged on Dendi. There's pulling Buff Thunder out. With the Yule Scepter, they want to lock down here the Oracle. RDO hot the ulti and the BKB. That looks like the Oracle passed up as well onto dyrachyo. They might have damage. He's going to pop his BKB. He's going to go down too quickly. Yamich the Terror catching on the one. TSA is going to kill himself on the arena walls, but Dendi with his own BKB able to survive the entire thing. The RDO Will though, probably out of BKB now. Will be stunned up by the current ground. Dendi though is going to stand next to him. They will not go down. Thank you very much for your sacrifice, Dendi. He's for his HP. Of course, Dendi's going to heal up massive thing to the Sexo, and another great fight here off the side of Bait. Right now, it's working. Winstrike, they're playing into the RDO, TB.
They are. It's just incredible initiation by Sexy, and also by TSA there. You know, the hex into the monkey right as he stopped being done by the Rolling Thunder. In addition to Pango acknowledge that he needs to just be the one that kills Oracle. He's starting to do this now. He now needs to be the one that nobody else can follow up.
These fights look dramatically different if the Oracle is free to do whatever he wants.
So he's doing a really, really good job. He's not giving any freedom to the Oracle. On point, Sexyfat. And, you know, then the RDO just kind of existing while his team, the team just carries them, to be honest. Yamich did get an amazing 3-man terrorize into the arena there, but killed the supports and the Pango, so that's on point. If it wasn't for that, that team would have gone completely the way of it.
Yeah, right, because we still had, of course, Winter's Curse ready to be used there.
Yes.
Great arena, though, of course, from chshrct, who set it up in the first place.
Yes.
But these BKBs are starting to run out. Bait, that's going to be their first salvo of very long BKBs on both Dendi and RDO alike. So I really like how they synchronize those up. Because
Monkey's
right,
down to 7.
Monkey is down to 7. You're correct. Rabel's going to be down to 8 now. But that's what I wanted to point out, right? Rabel, in this team fight, no impact on the puck, right? No Aghanim Scepter equals no impact versus BKB cores on puck.
Yeah.
Even with the whip blade, sure, your damage is all right, but I mean, is it really versus 34 armor? No, right? Nothing is going to be good enough there, except for maybe a good Dream Coil into the Aghanim Scepter to them down, hold them in the arena, something like that. But a great fight from Bait. You're completely right. I think they need to try and get some more pressure here, at least secure this next Roche, which has respawned very quickly here. It's the faster Roches. Ready to go. That might be a good opportunity here for Bait. Gonna want to meta, obviously, and probably X to both be up, and then I think they can look to contest that. They've already got vision set up. It's looking pretty good for Bait here.
It is looking pretty good. See what they go for now. Because obviously, there's no objectives for you to take, right? So there's no need for you to push a team fight until Roshan, right? And if anything, you go for pickoffs to try to secure the Roshan. That's your next objective. Roshan into high ground. Unless you want to go for the tier 2 bottom, which... So, Bait wants to dominate the map, and they want to fight new force, but they don't want to initiate on you. They have no need.
Yeah, I think both of these teams, Dendi especially, he's gonna know, guys, we don't need to worth the fight right now.
RDO's in a really bad position. Really bad.
Gonna catch him.
BKB, do they have an X on the puck? No.
His team's nearby. Terrorize could be a little late, but he is just gonna run fast with the arms of his team. So that's no foil. That's no foil. That's no Terrorize. If I'm Bait, I go, let's do Roche.
Yeah, exactly. Or let's force a fight now.
Oh yeah.
Even better, right? Because there's no coil. He just got Daedalus, just Daedalus as well. They go for the Willow first. Still a kill. Yeah, that's a kill take. And now get Roche.
Yeah.
No Terrorize, no coil.
No coil. You're good to go. No buyback either on the Dark Willow, and this is probably going to allow Bait then, of course, the luxury of not having to use Edo nor Exo to get this Roche down, which means they're going to be running to your high ground in about 20 seconds. So in this time, Rabel, yeah, you can see he's like, well, we got to push, we got to cut the lanes, right? We got to cut the lanes.
We can't really fight this right now. There's a bit too strong. RDO now is starting to really get this late game. Aegis and RDO, she's on the DP.
Full Daedalus now.
Yeah, he got it before that. So he's really happy now. They're ready to fight. Start looking for a kill. However, Winter's Curse again. If you lose that as your initiation, you don't have a way to deal with BKBs too much, so be careful.
I see all of them right now. Try taking just a bad path back. Yeah, this is what you want. You're just gonna go mid. We've already got the Conjure Image here cutting the wave.
Oh, is Puck still there? Okay, I heard silence. Tried to go it. He did. Just putting the Oracle. Okay, cool. They're practicing the Winter Wyvern. That arena doesn't do anything.
TSA is dead.
Chasing after chshrct. But yeah, TSA is dead. We still have a Winter's Curse. Can't save Duster. He just tries his best, but he can't do it. And the chaotic team fight is actually going to go in favor of Winstrike killing two supports for nothing, wasting a bunch of ultimates from Bait.
Yeah, and meta as well. Of course, RDO with 8.
Sorry, I was considering that an ultimate in my eyes.
Yeah. No, sure. But that's what was confusing to me. He wants to save BKB for his second life. I understand that. Maybe he wants to be conservative with his 9-second BKB usage. Totally understand that, my man. But you're just trapped inside the arena. He couldn't do a damn thing. That was a perfect zone in arena because you cage in the TV, and that's most of your damage right now. That's going to burn a solid, what, 2 minutes, basically, off of this Aegis. So very well played to Winstrike there. It's not going to win them the game. I think Fate's still in the driver's seat, and they could look for a kill on Surprise, but he gets the blink out. And Sexyfat, unfortunately, already used in here. Little Thunder does have the Axe Shard, though, so roll-up is ready to go.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Halt. I think it's the same thing with like Sunrise. It stops Sunray or something like that.
It's like those things, all of a sudden you realize that the real guys making this are coders.
Oh, of course. I think I was playing a game, I was playing like Turbo, and I just kept randoming to get a couple of different heroes and check them out. On one of the eggs, it was Bane. It was like, reduces cooldown and increases damage. And I goes, well, great, what is this? I had to go to the wiki to figure out what it actually did. Oh, it's great. You love to see it. RDO is going to be able to demolish that last outer tower remaining to the fighter Winstrike. Dyrachyo, he's still pretty damn strong though. 7-second BKB is like the last really good one that you get. Of course, the issue this time around is, of course, control out from Shaman, but also the damage right now from TB.
We just got the X of TB. Pretty big deal because the X can push him kicking out of sight of his circle.
It can, yeah.
So if you hex him or anything really, you use the... Of course. I'll use the Terror Wave, push him out of the circle, or you just kill him. One or the other. Be a really tough fight now for Winstrike.
It gives you more skirmishing potential as well. This is something I always like to bring up because it gives you 10 seconds to the meta. Relatively shorter cooldown, of course, still pretty long. Yep. We'll take a look at it here. There he is. Oh, hold that thought. The Hex, they've got chshrct. This is a good catch, and the Shackles from downtown. And he has to use the false promise to just counter initiate, but they still actually hit him with the Terror Wave, and now Sexyfat rolling around here. Halts, they set to chshrct. You are under arrest, and they've got plenty of damage. I mean, he gets the blink away, but it's just going to be his dead corpse getting delivered, courtesy of the Blink Dagger. 80 seconds dead, but he does have the buyback at the very least.
Unfortunate there. Winstrike loses Mars, which means you don't have your team fight ready, so he's going to have to buy back if you want to defend this, or else he doesn't. Actually come in bad for this, so you might want to forward the fight. You could, this could be so it's not worth the fight.
Yeah, the Monkey King's at home right now, so he's going to have to TP on that.
That's what we do. There's the buyback. You see RDOs, half the meta's gone. It's a good time to play. You're going to force him to retreat.
Yeah, 8, we're going to go, all right, guys, this is good. RDO, do you have buyback? And RDO goes, what? What buyback?
He has Aegis though.
We've been here before.
He has Aegis though.
Yes, but it's on TV.
Aegis, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're not going to go through this.
I just want to point it out.
Buyback is not a thing in Britain.
Not a thing. Doesn't exist.
Every time they go, hey, do you have BB? They go, no, I'm terrible. Not
TB, not bristle. Here we go, the Winstrike. They're looking for a fight. Positioning here. They've got Duster, and they're going to commit the coil for him now. Sexyfat can't counter initiate and will, but shoot, man. On the strike out from Dyrachyo into the Terror Wave now. RDO might be in some trouble as he's going to be pinned down. There goes his first one. Dyrachyo, his KB is going to be expiring, so TB can now try and fight. Does have the Terror Wave down. He's going to be able to actually turn now onto Dyrachyo, trapped inside the Circle Woods as well. Did some lucky shot, and there's going to be roll up Sexyfat. They've got the damage and the control, and also they've got the kill onto the Mars. That's a dieback. chshrct. They're not done yet as Yamich will be scouted. On the strike on over from Sexyfat. Another dieback there too. As they go this time. RDO, he's taking their buybacks. He doesn't have it, but he'll take yours.
I cannot believe what that team, to be honest. Sexyfat is so much work. This guy needs a promotion. My goodness, what a Pangolier. Like seriously, that team fight, it wasn't because of his blink cutter, and of course his swashbuckle to some degree as well with monkey shots. They wouldn't have been able to last as long, and RDO able to get this counter initiation or Terror Wave and everything. It was perfectly calculated for Terror Wave, which to some degree is a bit of luck as to how long Winstrike would be able to make an initiate on you. But killing Duster so early, and even to some degree TSA, which they could just completely cancel early, was just a huge blow to Winstrike. It was all up to Sexyfat to regain that team fight.
It's luck, but it's also bait choosing to fight and take these early skirmishes when they knew they were strong, and of course not these longer duration BKBs, right?
Sure, that's awesome.
Yeah, because I mean
luck in the Terror Wave sense, because the Terror Wave was used earlier, and you just waited in the high.
I got you. I got back.
Yeah, if Winstrike had just gotten in there maybe like 20 seconds earlier, you wouldn't have Terror Wave or meta, and that would have been a loss. But instead, you had Terror Wave by. I don't want to say luck entirely. It's not really luck.
They scan out Dyrachyo. They know where he's at.
Oh
no, this is terrible. TSA. GG. Hex up in the trees. They need to cut him down. Oh,
he goes down. Rolling Thunder used. Okay, he's in.
That follow-up shackles in time, unfortunately.
That's some bullshit, though. How is Hex slower than your jump? My
I'm
goodness.
telling you, Hex has been nerfed quite heavily over the years. It used to be the strongest thing ever in existence.
No, it's not Hex's fault. It's the jump that's stupid.
Well,
Hex's 0 cast point spell. How did we jump in that time?
on you, dude. You ever see a chicken jump?
No, it's not about the
Well,
chicken.
now you
I
have.
don't care if you can jump a Hex. I don't think that the jump should be that cast point, dude. He has a cast point. It should be a 0.1 cast point. It clearly doesn't have it.
Dire are scanning.
You're not gonna find it. If you look at this.
Chickens can jump.
Monkey can nerf the jump.
All right, well, now we've got telescope for Shaman. Dendi's gonna go ahead and hand it on over. Good guy, Dendi. That's how you hand items to your position 4s and 5s. You don't send them all the way to the fountain and have their slow couriers carry it out. You just hand it to them. You monsters. It's that easy.
Go level 25, which I'm assuming will be the metamorphosis attack.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Rarely is Thunder really that.
Especially since it still has a mana cost now, which is not really too impactful here.
No, but,
the
like-
TV. Back in the day.
Now the BKBs cancel it, right? Like how many Thunders realistically you can fight?
Yeah, very true.
Usually you can Thunder if you're lucky.
I will
usually
say,
your
though,
teammates.
We're down to a 5-second PK. Oh, chshrct.
I don't know about this play. They actually the Willow. Phosphorus for the Willow. Ideal. Only Thunder destroying this fight completely. Winstrike. Might lose the Monkey King. The Basher stops his plays. And now they go for the Oracle. That's the Oracle done. Monkey King as well. Everyone's dead on Winstrike. Now this might be multiple levels of Rax. X. Chshrct. And the Big God of War is turned into a chicken. And it's not quite chicken. After finding out the poke, that's a GG. Really easy anticlimactic end.
Yeah.
Setting into 18.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not really sure what the plan was there because they kind of had jumped in a little bit too early with chshrct. Like they were on a different page, right? Because Monkey King was running away along with his Oracle, along with his Willow, and then chshrct